What is going on, guys?
What is up?
Welcome to the first Inside Out of the year.
Let's go! Let's go. Well, my name is Bennett.
And I'm Abby. And we are so excited that y'all are here. We have an awesome Sunday planned for y'all. We're going to play a game, and then Kyle Mazzola will be up for part 1 of our new series, Way of the Wise.
But like she said, we're going to play a game, and this game is called the Bing Bag Blindfold Challenge.
Yes.
So if you've ever played musical chairs, or if you've been to boot camp a few years ago, you might know what this game looks like. So how it's going to work is we're going to open up a big circle in the middle. Y'all don't have to move yet. I mean, unless you want to, but in a second. We're going to open up a big circle in the middle, and then we're going to have one girl and guy from each grade come up, and they're going to be blindfolded, and they're going to...
Not yet, not yet.
In a second, we're going to have one girl and guy from every grade come up.
That was good.
And how it's going to work, I need y'all to listen for this. I need y'all to listen. Boys, 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 boys. Can I have your attention, please?
Important.
Thank you very much. All right. How it's going to work is one person from each grade, one girl and guy from each grade is going to put on a blindfold, and they're going to bring their small group leader. Are we listening? You're going to bring your small group leader to come up, and they're going to hold bing bags.
Yep.
And then the music is going to play. Once the music stops, they're going to throw their bing bag somewhere very random and not in a biased location.
Yes.
And then you have to sit on the bing bag. Last person to sit on the bing bag is out. All right? Does that make sense?
Hopefully y'all heard that. So we need one guy and one girl from each grade to come to the middle. Bring
If we
your
can
small
open
group
up a
leader.
circle in the middle.
Unless you're a senior guy, don't bring your small group leader. One guy, one girl
Josh,
from each
hey, Josh,
grade.
you're good, man. You're
Josh,
good.
don't come up.
You're good.
You need your small group leader. Come stand right here with your small group leader. One guy and one girl from each grade. Oh my gosh, Bennett, nobody wants to play.
Guys, this is a fun game, all right? This is a fun game. Let's go. Let's go.
Blindfolds, here you go.
I like it. Let's go. Let's go.
Here you go, okay?
All right, I guess go down there. Go down there.
Okay, here you go.
We got all the blindfolds.
Yep. Guys. Blindfold. Blindfold. You already have one? Blindfold. Blindfold. Down there. Blindfold.
Maybe a little bigger circle.
Blindfold.
Can we like move this wall this way?
All right.
Boys, and can
Hey,
we
Trent,
like,
what's going on?
we need the bing bag.
Blindfold. Who doesn't have a blindfold? Where is she?
We need all the
Carson.
bing bags as well.
Carson.
Jackson,
Guys,
Jackson,
get
can you
your
round up the
small
bing
group
bags?
leader.
The bing bags? We need all the bing bags.
Who does not have a blindfold?
All right, who does not have the small group leaders up here? We need the small group leaders to carry a bing bag.
Are we missing people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect.
Blindfolded the whole time. We need all the small group leaders. There's a speaker there.
Yeah, there
by
is
the way.
a speaker there.
All right, all the small group leaders want to get a bing bag.
Yep. Yeah. Don't be biased, Sophia.
I'm trusting you. All right.
We trust you, Sophia. We trust you. You grab the beanbag, and then
All right,
when
small
the
group leaders, do
music
we
stops,
understand
throw a
the
beanbag.
assignment?
Just throw it.
All right. So basically, they're going to be walking around blindfolded while the music's going, and y'all are going to be walking around with the bing bags. Yes,
Yep,
that big
just
thing.
that.
And then once the music ends, you drop your bing bag, and they have to find them.
All right, guys. Refresher of the rules. Are y'all listening? Refresher of the rules. Refresher of the rules. Every person playing should have their small group leader. All right? Cool. Have your small group leader. Your small group leader is going to be holding a bean bag. Walk around until the music stops. When the music stops, a small group leader is going to throw the bean bag, and you have to find the bean bag.
Nico's here, man. There we go.
Yeah, it's musical chairs or
It's
with
musical
bean bags.
chairs.
No, any bean bag.
Any bing bag. Any bing bag.
Any bean bag.
Just like musical chairs,
Just
except
like
it's bing
but
bags.
with bean bags.
Except it's bing bags.
That's what's going on. Does everybody
Great
understand?
job, guys.
Who doesn't have a blindfold? Does everyone have a blindfold?
We're just trusting you not to.
Question.
Yeah.
Do I get bonus points if I knock my guy over with the beanbag? Come on, man.
No bias setting downs of the bing bag.
All right. Raise your hand if you have your small group leader.
I will.
Raise your hand if you have your small group leader.
Are all the small group
Does
leaders
everybody
ready?
have their small group leader?
Small group leader. Right? You don't have one? Oh, you do have one?
All right. Well, does every small group leader
Do
have
we have
a
another
bean
bing
bag?
bag? Oh, there's a bing bag right there. Come on, boys.
Give
Come
up
on,
a bean
boys.
bag if you're sitting on one.
I see it. There we
See
go.
it?
There we go.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Everybody have their bean bag and their blindfold.
All right.
All right. Put your blindfolds on.
Blindfolds on. No cheating. Don't peek.
Okay. Everybody have their blindfolds on. Okay. I think we're ready for music. Ready for music. All right. Just walk. Spread out. Spread out. Spread
All right,
out.
start walking.
Spread out.
Start walking.
Yeah.
Start walking.
Start walking. Get some music going. When the music stops,
Bean bags, we gotta
you
start
have
moving
to
around.
find a bean
Just
bag.
find it. This is going great.
Find a bean bag. Find a bean bag.
Nico, drop it. Nico, you gotta drop it. You gotta drop it. You gotta drop it. There's still a bing bag.
There's still a bean
Pearson,
bag.
there's still a bing
two
bag.
bean bags.
There's still a bing bag.
There's still two bean
Whoa.
bags.
And there, Pearson is out. Little tampering on that one, but
All right. Okay.
there's still a bing bag.
All right, guys. That was practice. That
All
was
right, yeah,
practice. all right?
round.
Now take one bean bag
That was
away.
a
One
practice
small group
round.
leader go. Good job, guys. You get the game. Good
Small
to know.
group leaders, try to move around a little bit while the music's going.
Yeah.
So
Take
it's in a
one
random
bean bag
location.
Away.
What?
Just. Thanks,
There's
Carson.
not a senior guy up here? I meant,
All right, there's the music.
okay.
Well, they're not playing it.
Okay.
Sorry, boys.
Oh my gosh.
Throw a bean bag. Find a bean bag. Find a bean bag. There's one left. There's one left. Oh. Okay. Yeah, they did. See?
Oh, okay.
All right. Good job, guys. All right, take one more bean bag away.
One more
if
bean
someone
bag
can
away.
move that bean bag over there more away, if you wouldn't mind. All right. All right, one bean bag away, please. Perfect. Thank you, Eric. Okay, is one bean bag away? How many people are playing?
Oh, that's the
Oh.
end of the music. Oh, go ahead,
I
find a
guess
bing bag.
so.
Eric,
There's one more
that's a
bean
biased
bag.
toss,
There's
all
one
right?
more bean bag.
That's a biased toss. Throw in a random place.
I love this game. I don't know about y'all.
This is a lot of fun. This is
All
a lot
right,
of fun.
unbiased. All right. There's. No, that did not count. Guys, this is the
didn't
most
even-
chaotic game of Inside Out
I didn't
ever.
even-
This is awesome. I
I'm
don't
having
know.
a ton of fun. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, guys, that was just for fun. Okay. All right, every small group leader grab a bean bag. Does everyone have one? Okay, I need to move this out of the way. Thank you, Nico.
Thanks,
All right.
Nico.
The music is gonna start now. Okay, now we're playing for real.
All right. There we go. This is looking like a game now.
Now it's a game.
This is looking like a game now. The music
Okay,
didn't
find
end,
a bean
Eric.
bag, find a bean bag. Oh, man. Kay, I'm so sorry.
And Kate takes a seat.
Great job, Kate. Thank you for
And
playing.
Kate takes a seat.
All right, one more beanbag away. If someone can throw out one more beanbag, that would be fabulous. One more beanbag away.
There we go.
If we can have one small group leader put their beanbag down. We have one too many beanbags.
Yeah, oh,
okay,
thank you. Oh, wait.
now we can play.
Eric, get yours.
All right, y'all
I
ready?
saw that.
Y'all ready? Okay, music.
All right, let's get it going. Moving around, Eric. Whoa!
Find a beanbag.
Whoa! That was a little biased. There's still one more.
Oh,
And Monty
man.
got it. Monty got it.
Great job, guys. Great job. Thank y'all.
I better not see that again.
All right, we need one more beanbag away. We should have 3 beanbags left, right?
3 beanbags,
3
4
beanbags
contestants.
left. 4 contestants. All right. Can you put that one away? All right. Are y'all ready?
I better not see that again, Trent.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
This is not
Find a
Marco
beanbag.
Polo.
Find a beanbag.
Whoa!
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh! Pearson.
For the dive. That
Pearson
was
with the
wild.
steal.
That was wild.
Pearson with the steal.
Awesome job, guys. Okay, no booze, no booze. That's enough. Yeah,
boys,
that's
let's
fine.
be good sports,
That's
all right?
fine.
Let's be good sports.
All
let's
right,
be good
one
sports.
more beanbag. 2 beanbags should be left. 2 beanbags left.
All right, let's take out one.
All right, 2
Trent.
beanbags, 3 players. Here we go. All right, we're gonna play the music now.
You better walk away.
All right, this is the semifinals, right? Yeah, semifinals.
That seems a little illegal.
No,
That seems
no,
a little
no,
illegal.
Jenny, cheating! No,
cheating.
no. Okay, all right. Okay. All right. No, Pearson, you're gone.
I think every single person
done.
has cheated so far.
All right, guys. So now we're in the finals, but to keep it fair, I will be throwing the beanbag.
All right, Abby, let's go.
I'm holding the beanbag.
You want me to
All
get
right,
one or no?
I got it. I'm gonna get down. I got it.
All right,
Okay.
Abby's gonna help us out.
All right, are y'all ready? Okay,
Fair game.
music.
Junior versus junior. Battle of the juniors. Let's get that
Battle
music
of
rolling.
Juniors. I'm kind of nervous.
Behind you, Mason, behind you. Behind you. Mossy, to your right. Yeah, that way. Mason, behind you.
Wow.
He just walked straight to it.
Yay!
That's
Yeah,
a
he
win-
won.
that's a winner.
Congratulations.
That is a winner.
All right, come on up stage, our winner.
Get your prize.
We have a super awesome prize for you.
Mason, your prize today is this strange envelope. It has
What
a question
could
mark
be
on
in
it.
that?
I don't even know what's in it, so we're about to find out.
Let's find out.
We're about
Would
to
you
find
mind
out
reading
what's
it
in the
out loud
envelope.
for us when you open it?
I don't even know what's in it. They wouldn't tell me.
We don't know. Ooh, what could it be?
be $1,000.
All right, could you read it out for us?
Your prize will be revealed at My Life for you and your small group.
Awesome!
Yo!
Congratulations!
So you got to come to My Life to get the prize.
You got to come to my
You
life.
got to come to My Life to get the prize. Every junior boy better be there. Every junior boy better be there.
Awesome, guys. Well, speaking of my life,
Speaking of My Life, today is the last day to register for My Life. If you don't know what
Yep.
My Life is, it's our small group based weekend where we come to the church and we have some sessions and we play a ton of games. There's a ton of activities. And then we have an outing. You and your small group will go on an outing and a service opportunity. And then you will go back to your host home and spend the night with your small group. It is a ton of fun. So much time to hang out with your small group and get to know them. And today's the last day to register.
that
the
is
last
right,
day.
guys. Even in college, I look back at high school and think that my life was truly some of the best memories that I had, from staying up till 3 a.m. with my small group, punching JoJo Siwa pinatas,
For sure.
serving. It really is like such an incredible time, and y'all don't want to miss it. So don't forget, registration closes at midnight, so y'all can scan the QR code and sign up now. Even if you don't do it now, remember to do it by midnight tonight, so y'all can be a part of the best weekend of the year.
And in honor of it being the last day of registration, we wanted to grant a wish, a My Life wish.
We're granting a wish.
Yeah, now y'all are listening. The My Life wish. This wish is for Emma Holloman.
Yay!
Come get your wish.
Congrats, Emma Holloman.
There we go.
Congratulations.
Great job, Emma.
All right, guys, if you want your wish granted at My Life, Emma has given us the perfect example of what your Instagram story should look like.
Way to lead by example,
all
Emma.
right? So y'all are gonna go to our Instagram at InsideOut_NP, use this sticker and do a picture and some text as so for your wish, and then tag us at InsideOut_NP for your chance to get your wish granted at My Life. Could be anything.
Oh, yeah.
It could be. It could be.
You could
Go
wish for front row.
Oh,
You could
front
wish.
row at
Last
My
year,
Life?
somebody got a cake with Kyle Mazzola's face on it. You could really wish for anything.
It could be anything.
I think
It could
they've
be
given away
anything.
AirPods. You can wish for anything.
But in order to have your wish granted, make sure you register for My Life by midnight tonight. Well, guys, we had so much fun up here with y'all tonight. It's been an amazing time, but unfortunately, our time is up. So take a look at this video, and then Kyle Mazzola will be right up.
Good afternoon, Inside Out. How are you guys doing today? Wow, there is a lot of y'all. There is a lot of y'all in the room today. I want to start with a raise of hands. Raise your hand if you had a good Christmas. Anyone get everything they wanted? A lot of hands. Okay, raise your hand if you had a good break, all in all. Now raise your hand if you are excited to go back to school on Tuesday. Ooh. Okay, a few. First of all, I wanted to say thank you guys for spending your time and being here today. I know that, before school starts can get pretty busy. We are very thankful for everything that you guys did for us in 2023. The energy, the effort, the time, you guys did awesome. And we're super excited to walk into 2024 at Inside Out. But a little bit about me before I introduce myself. I am Kyle Mazzola. I've been around Camp 75 for a while. North Point has been, something that I've called home for the past 4 years. And in honor of New Year's, I wanted to do kind of a new year, new me. I wanted to throw a little throwback picture of my family. This is a throwback picture of people who are very important to me. This picture of Parker, my little brother with the bowl cut and glasses, may be my favorite picture of all time. I'm going to just be honest with you. It's one of my favorite. That is from, I don't remember the year, but it was when my mom and dad weren't really old. So I don't know when that really was. I don't know when they crossed that line, but this picture was before that. This is a picture of us now, obviously, a long time ago. This is heading us into the new year. This is my family, my core four, right? That's where I come from. Those are the people I come from. That's the environment I come from. Where I'm at now is I'm currently a freshman in my first semester at Texas Tech, this school right here. Love them, hate them. You guys do what you want. I go there. I'm super proud of, Texas Tech. It's been awesome. College is awesome. Like, if you're heading into college, you should absolutely look forward to it. Like, college is one of the most amazing experiences. There's so much freedom. There's so much fun. I've made a ton of awesome memories with friends already, and I've only been there for a semester, so I'm super excited. Speaking of college, though, I'm coming back, so I'm home for winter break. Winter break is weird when you come back from college. Really weird. Like, your whole routine's thrown off. I don't have school anymore, but I also know that it's coming up and I have to pay for that, which is a lot. And then everything's just different. But something that's always been the same is Christmas, right? Christmas happens every holiday break. It's typically everyone's favorite. Raise your hand if Christmas is your favorite holiday. Most people, right? So as I got older, my holiday rankings have shifted, right? And I think Christmas may still be at number one, but one that's definitely gone up is New Year's. And I got the opportunity to spend New Year's with this group of people right here. This picture, if it's familiar to you, it's because it was taken at My Life a long time ago. So a little My Life plug for you guys. I still hang out with the crazy, insane, weird kids that I met at My Life in 2019. So I still hang out with them every year. That's like a tradition of ours. We get together, we play poker, we have a good time, right? And so New Year's has actually bounced up. It's one of my favorite holidays now. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And I'm gonna just do a little quick pros, cons list for y'all of why it is. Some pros. I love the countdown. Like, that's a little weird, but like 5, 4, like I live for that. Like, that's awesome. The ball drop, I want to go to the New York City ball drop, like in person one time and stand with like the 1.5 million people that go to that. Like, I want to be there in person one time. The football games, I am an Alabama fan if you can't tell. So we play on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day every year. Texas fans, you just got a taste of what that's like for the first time in a while. But that's me. So I love football every single year. Celebrating, I think it's awesome that there's a holiday in like a year. Like, we all celebrate moving into 2024. Like, there's not one of us that doesn't move into the next year, which I think is like unifying and pretty cool. I also love, this is a funny one, but being the first person to say a word. Like, it's a pretty tradition for me for the past few years is like, as the countdown's going down, I'll yell out a random word, not Happy New Year's, just so I'm the first person in 2024 to have said that word. So like, I think 2 years ago, my word was like hamburger, and I yelled it out. I'm the first person in 2023 in the Central Time Zone that said hamburger. Like, I'll be able to hold that for the rest of my life. Cons, I date everything wrong for a few months after. Like, after like my papers, my emails, I put 2023 still on everything. I don't change the day. I'm terrible at that. But these are just some pros and cons for my New Year's. New Year's is really famous for New Year's resolutions, right? Raise your hand if you made a New Year's resolution this year. Oh, very few of y'all. Okay. New Year's resolutions have been traditions that have followed like humanity for a long time, like a very long time, way before any of us, were here or our grandparents were here, or even before that. And some of the most popular New Year's resolutions are saving money. So that's what number one, according to us, saving money is the number one New Year's resolution. Spending less kind of goes hand in hand with saving money, but it's also up there. There's exercising and dieting. I'm sure a lot of us are probably getting in the gym. I know that like gym memberships almost quadruple in the month of January, which is crazy to think about, and it's everyone's New Year's resolution. Some of the other ones are spend more time with family and friends. Maybe this is you with your siblings or your parents. Or maybe your friend group getting together more often. Less time on social media is a big one, especially in today's day and age. It's a big idea of like, hey, how can I lower my screen time, right? Like, how can I get off my phone? And then read more, that goes, again, hand in hand. People want to be like, I want to read this many books this year. And then reach a certain goal. Everyone has that goal of like, I want 2024 to be this, or I want to do this in 2024. And honestly, almost all of us have set one of these or do set one of these every year or at some point in our life. But studies actually say that only 9% of people actually achieve their New Year's resolution. That's like really bad, y'all. Like 9%, 1 out of 10 people actually achieve what they set out to do on New Year's. And I think like when I first heard that, I was like, okay, why do we keep doing it, right? Like if we set it once and we don't achieve it and we're like, all right, we're probably not gonna do it again. Why do we keep doing New Year's resolutions? What's the point of a New Year's resolution? And the assumption and the claim that I finally got to is when we make New Year's resolutions, our goal is simply to make our next blank our best blank. Our goal is simply to make our next blank our best blank. And that you can fill in those blanks with a lot of things. Like right away, I think of seniors in the building. Raise your hand if you're a senior. Seniors in the building. Maybe you're filling this blank with how to practically make your next semester your best semester because it's your last one of senior year. Maybe you're filling this blank with if you're an athlete, right? Maybe the next game, next season, right? You're filling in these blanks with different things. I know for a lot of us in the room, it may be, we want our next relationship to be our best relationship. And we don't have to get into that at all, right? We don't have to unpack exes or anything like that. But maybe that's your blank. And today we're going to be going over how to practically make your next blank your best blank. We're going to go over steps. We're going to go over ways, advice, all that stuff. We're going to go over how to actually put into practice and make your next blank your best blank. And you may be thinking that's kind of a complex thing that's going to take a lot of steps. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of days, a lot of decisions, right? And I would argue that it really, like the main way you can do that and achieve that pretty quickly is through this word, wisdom. And I think wisdom is one of the key things that you could have or gain this year to make 2024 way better than 2023. Wisdom, by definition, is the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. So I think all of us kind of know what wisdom is in a way. Like I don't think I needed to show that definition. I think the big question that all of us struggle with is how do we get more wisdom and how do we use wisdom in our life? Because I don't think that we have been there yet where we are the wisest person when we walk into a room. I don't think that we've been there where we are the wisest person in the friend group. And so at first I was confused a little bit because the Bible didn't really help me as the initial search I did. It says Proverbs 4:7 says this the beginning of wisdom is getting wisdom. The beginning of wisdom is this, get wisdom. And I was like, I need a little more. Like, I need a little more steps, a little more progression. I need you to help me out. Give me a hint, something. But then I continued reading all of Proverbs. And Proverbs, if you don't know, is actually an entire chapter that is built off of wisdom. So if you are searching for areas and how to increase your wisdom, I would highly encourage going to the Bible and reading Proverbs. And honestly, when I read the rest of Proverbs and using this verse, I finally sat down and said, God truly does provide wisdom in all forms around us. He truly does. Like, it's not hard to find. We're just not used to looking for it. So in order to find that wisdom, we have to open our eyes and be willing to see, right? So that's the next step for all of us, is to be willing to see all the places that wisdom is placed in our life by God. Today, I want to give you 3 practical steps on how to use wisdom to make your next year, your next semester, your next summer, your next everything the best that it's ever been. Number 1 is the Bible. I want to start with the Bible because it's arguably one of the most important. The Bible is God's ultimate handbook of life. It's God's ultimate handbook of life. It tells you the morals you should have. All of it. It contains any information that you really need to know about who a good person is, right? And there's a quote that stuck with me for a long time. It's from an old head pastor in Tennessee, the church that I grew up going to. I remember a vivid conversation with him and him saying, even if the Bible or Christianity is proven false, it would still be what I use to guide my life. So even if you said God didn't create the universe, and you said that Jesus didn't rise from the dead, and you said Christianity was wrong, you would still be a better person by following the lessons, stories, and morals that are placed in the Bible. I think that's really cool. I mean, regardless of what you believe, if you don't believe, or if you do believe, you can find value in the book of the Bible. I think that the Bible is oftentimes one of the most underused resources of wisdom in human history. We don't use the Bible as much as we should. We just don't. It has infinite wisdom in the Bible, but we don't go to it first. We don't use it more than we use other things. Maybe we use the internet. Maybe we use other people. Maybe we use our own thoughts and our own wants and our own desires. But we never go straight to the Bible. The Bible has over 600 to 800 stories of lessons and parables that will teach you how to deal with problems, situations, and feelings. If you want to hear about relationships, check Jesus' life in the gospel, and he outlines great relationships and great relational standards for you. There's so much wisdom in those books in the Bible, and we do not use them enough. So I want to ask you a question. What would your life look like if you went to the Bible with your questions first before yourself in the world? What if when you were feeling a certain way, you said, okay, hey, let me go explore the Bible and see if there's anything. If there's anything that will help me in this area. If you're going through a problem and you ask someone, hey, what does the Bible say about this? Or if you're struggling with something, like I struggle with patience with my little brother, Google verses about patience. Like, there will be content in the Bible that will help answer your questions. There are stories in the Bible, there are relationships in the Bible that are great precedents for what we want your life to look like. So the Bible is one way to absolutely add to wisdom. The second way I want to talk about is those around you. Each one of us, believe it or not, has been uniquely placed in an environment with people around you that are there for a reason. Now, some of those people are there to build you up. Some of those people are to make you stronger and to be with you every step of the way. Other people are there to rip you down and to make you grow and to make you feel pain. Like that, we have people in our life that are built for all different reasons. And God has placed them in our life to fill those gaps. In these lessons and in these experiences and relationships, you actually do grow wiser. Like, believe it or not, that bad relationship actually may grow you as a person. Or that harsh teacher may actually make you smarter, right? In these relationships, you do grow. Whether or not you grow in the area that you want to, or it doesn't feel good to grow, you do grow. But I want the key emphasis with this portion of with other people, I want it to be like, you can't do this alone. Genesis 2:18 says, it is not good for mankind to be alone. I promise you, you guys are not going to be able to fight the day-to-day struggles of life by yourself. And I know this because I've tried. My family moved to Texas from Nashville, Tennessee, late into my freshman year. I knew nobody in the entire state. I came from a high school that had around 200 kids, and moved into Rouse High School, which has 7 buildings. I was like mind blown. I didn't even know what this was. I didn't know what Texas was. I thought I was going to live on a ranch. I thought I was going to wear cowboy hats to school. Like, I had the worst perception of all of it. And for that, I hated everyone. And I treated everyone terribly. Every situation I treated poorly. I was rude to people. I was rude to my parents. My family relationships got worse. My friend relationships got worse. And my relationship with God got worse because I said, I don't need anybody's help. I'll do it by myself. And honestly, guys, it wasn't until one day I came home from school and I just laid on my bed and broke, completely broken, just crying. And then I get a text from my small group leader, Eric Starks, that says, hey, hope to see you there Sunday. And from then on out, I started letting people in. I took those next steps. I started practicing what it looks like to not fight battles alone, but to fight them with people. And my life was better with people in it, and yours will be too. I promise you. I promise you. And if you're saying, no, I can do it by myself, you can try, but you're going to end up right back where you are right now, regretting all that time that you spent trying. One of the best ways, the key ways that I've achieved wisdom is through finding a mentor. Mentors are some of the best relationships you can ever have. If you struggle making friends, if you struggle with that aspect, you could absolutely go find a mentor. Someone is out there willing to mentor you. Mentors have changed my life. It's changed a lot of people's life. I mean, you are never too young or too old to have a mentor. Mentors are great people to look up to. If you don't have a mentor, I'd love to give you like a quick guideline or a quick plan on how to get one. I would want you all to like write down at some point tonight, some point today, small groups now, on your phone, in a journal, whatever it is. Write down someone about 2 years older than you. Can be 3, can be 4, someone around 2 years older than you that you look up to, and just write down their name. Just write down their name. That's all you got to do. Then I want you to do the same with someone close to 10 or more years older than you. So someone, in a different chapter of life, way older than you. And then I want you to take time over this next week. Everyone take time. Take time over this next week to pray over those names. Invite God in and ask, hey, is this person a suitable mentor for me? Will I benefit from this relationship? And at the end of that week, you get called with the yes, you will. Then I would encourage you to ask, text. Be like, hey, I'm looking for a mentor this year. I'm looking for a mentor this semester. Would you be willing to consider being my mentor? And I promise you that the fruit that comes out of that relationship will be better than almost any relationship you've ever had up to this point. Mentors can literally change the trajectory of your life. And I know that because, believe it or not, old people do know a thing or two. Like, they really have lived life. Like, they really have. And they know more than you know. Like, it's just a fact. And when you're willing to accept that fact, when you start to be like, okay, mom, dad, okay, mentor, I'll let you in and help me, your life becomes so much better than if you're like, I don't need your help, mom. I don't want to talk to you about it. I don't need it. So I would just encourage you to just embrace a mentor role. Old people are in your life for a reason. Like, you're not only surrounded by 17-year-olds on purpose. Like, there's a reason that there are older people placed in your life. I know if you've gone to church for a long time, this acronym's probably pretty familiar to you. It's WWJD. What would Jesus do? It's a great acronym, awesome acronym. There's bracelets that are super cool. Like, if you have one, that's awesome. For me, this acronym always felt a little unreachable. I always felt like, I'll never be good enough to actually do what Jesus did, right? Like, I'll never reach that. And so a good reminder for me that God did place someone on this earth to be that reminder that there are people with wisdom out there is this, WWSD. My dad's going to kill me for this picture. WWSD. That's my father. That's Mr. Sal. And so my acronym is, what would Sal do? And it helps me a lot. Like, it helps me a lot. When I talk to somebody and I'm, like, speaking and I'm like, ooh, would Sal say that? Would my dad say that? No, okay, probably shouldn't say it, right? It helps me a lot. And if you have someone in your life that you do think is wise or, is wiser than you, why don't you put them in that acronym and it would help your decision process, right? And by no means am I saying my dad is Jesus, not even close, right? Obviously. But at the same time, it is a great reminder that there are people placed on this earth to give you wisdom besides God and the Bible and Jesus. And finding them and replacing them in this acronym can make it feel more attainable. In summary of the second point, I want everyone to hear, people all around you are placed in your life for a reason and a purpose. Leaning on other people is not a sign of weakness, but is a showing of strength. Leaning on other people is not a sign of weakness, but is showing of strength. It takes strength to ask for help. It takes strength to ask for someone to be your mentor. It takes strength knowing that, hey, I can't do this by myself. So I'm going to invite someone else in who can help me with that. So the third point that I want to talk about is stop and think. This one's really personal to me. I remember being in kindergarten. I don't know how Texas does their system, but in ours it was green light, which means you were good for the day. Yellow light, which means like you slipped up once or twice. And then red was like, we're texting your parents. And so I remember that was how I grew up. I was terrified of getting on yellow, right? But in between green and yellow, my teacher used to insert this little card. It's called a stop, think, and choose. So it's right when you're about to cross that line into yellow, right when you're about to make that mistake, she would give you this card and be like, hey, stop, think about what you're doing, and then choose. Now you had two options. You could choose to keep doing the bad thing and move up to yellow, or you could choose to do the right thing and stay on green, right? And so a vivid example that I have of this is in kindergarten, we had recess. I was the line leader. I was standing in the line. There's a red line that we cannot cross until our teacher says go. I was standing there. I saw another class run to the basketball court. I wanted to go play basketball. So I stepped over that red line. And she said, Kyle, stop, think, and choose. And I was like, in that moment, I had the ability. I was like, And then I just ran to recess and just didn't even think about it. But that lesson, that kindergarten lesson, now is possibly one of the most important lessons in my entire life. It's probably helped me the most as a 19-year-old boy than anything else that I've ever learned. Like, seriously, I think that if we just stopped, we thought, and we chose, our decisions would be much better than they are. And that looks for me like these 4 steps. The first step is stop to take a second. Just sit, breathe. Take your time. Just stop to take a second. Stop whatever you're doing. Stop however you're feeling. Just breathe and take a second. The second is think/identify your emotions or struggles. The best way to fix a problem is you have to identify the problem first. So I am feeling this way because of this. Get it out there. Say it out loud. I am thinking this way because of this. I'm mad right now because of this. This situation has led me to this point because of this. Just get it out. Just say the words. And then the third one is ask yourself, what is the wise thing to do? 5-year-old Kyle obviously did not do that before running off to recess. But if we did that in our daily decisions, if we did that in our each and every decision that we make in the beginning, and we stopped and we thought and we chose before we made that decision, it would save us a lot of regret and a lot of trouble. See, bad decisions come from poor wisdom. So if you don't use wisdom to stop, think, and choose, you will inherently make bad decisions. And so maybe I challenge you to think like, hey, all the bad things that happened in 2023, was it one moment or was it a collection of bad decisions? Was it one thing that led you to have a bad year or was it a collection of bad decisions? Because most of the time it's our decisions that make the overall. Like if you want to play good in a baseball game, but you don't get sleep the night before, that's a bad decision that led to the outcome. Right? Bad decisions lead to bad outcomes. Good decisions lead to good outcomes. So if we can sit and stop and use wisdom, we'll be much more likely to have good decisions, therefore good outcomes. If you employ those 4 steps and those 3 things, you get back to this question, to make our next blank our best blank. All of us want to do this. All of us want our next year to be our best year, our next relationship to be our best relationship, our next semester, our next game, our next season. We want it all to be the best that it's ever been. And how do we do that? We have to actively put in the work and actively embrace and use wisdom in order to get to that next step. In summary, the 3 points of today, just a quick recap. Number 1, use the Bible. Lean on God's word. Go explore. If you're not big into reading the Bible, that's fine. You can absolutely talk to your small group leader, talk to a friend who's big on reading the Bible, ask, hey, do you know anything that they would have on this topic? Do you know anything that they would have on this feeling? Are there any stories or parables that would help me in this area? Lean on the Bible. Before you go to that website and search things, or before you ask your friend what he thinks you should do or she thinks you should do, go to God first and then take that next step. The second is lean on others. They're in your life for a reason. Small group leaders are a great place to start, but your mom and dad, Your friends, lean on them. You can't do it by yourself. Remember, leaning on others is not a sign of weakness. It's a showing of strength. It's a showing of acknowledging, hey, I can't do this by myself. I'm better with you. Let's go do it. It's a sign of strength. And then the third is stop, think, and choose. Breathe, identify the problem, and then make a decision based off of what you know is right. Because the funny thing about our brain is most of the times we do know what's right and what's wrong. It's picking what's right that's difficult. So if you stop and you breathe and you think and then you choose, you'll be way more likely to pick the right outcome. The next question I want to leave you guys with is, what is the wise thing to do? This is kind of the summary of the entire message. If you get nothing else from a wisdom message, get this question. What is the wise thing to do? When I go to that party, what is the wise thing to do? Before I get into this relationship, what is the wise thing to do? If I want to go to college, what is the wise thing to do? If I want to play better tomorrow, what is the wise thing to do? If you asked yourself that question in a day-to-day act of every decision you made, you asked yourself, what is the wise thing to do? Then I think your outcomes and your years and your summers and your relationships and your friendships, all of it would be much better than it's ever been before. Now I have kind of like a challenge for y'all. We have the wisdom, so now let's use this wisdom to make your next blank your best blank. I want 2024 to be the best year possible for each and every one of you. I want it to be the best for InsideOut. I want it to be the best for you individually with grades, friends, relationships, sports, whatever you're into. I want this to be the best year that you've ever had. And the active steps to doing that, to achieve that goal, look like what we just talked about today, and using wisdom in everyday decisions, asking what is the wise thing to do, and answering that question for yourself over and over and over again to limit regret, to limit bad decisions, to limit bad outcomes, and to live a great life. And that's all of our goals right here in this room. I don't think anyone wants to not live a great life. Thank you guys for listening. I'd love to pray before we dismiss the small groups. Dear Lord, thank you for this amazing group of people. Thank you for these students who've taken time out of their break, time out of their last few days of break to come learn and to hear about you. Allow us to have great conversations in small group where our faith grows like it never has before. Allow 2024 to be a year where we take everything to the next level. Allow us to walk in your footsteps, do as you do as you would want us to do, and be wiser than we've ever thought we could be. In Jesus' name, amen. Here's the map on all screens right here if you're new, and have a great time in small groups.